Hey everybody, and welcome to the second channel. Most of you guys probably know that I do have a main channel where I do a lot of chess content, and this is obviously going to be a big time chess video, but we also have the Vampire Chicken channel. This is where we're going to be doing a lot of gaming, non-chess, random clips. We really haven't established exactly what this channel is all about yet, but I'm going to attempt to, at least maybe for a couple times, throw some of the VODs, at least some of my best VODs from Twitch over here, just so that people have an entire stream if they want to watch it. I think if I put this on the main channel, it might be a little bit boring. It's a little bit too long, but for the true fans, thank you guys. Welcome. Maybe some of my best VODs will go here. Probably not every single one, but you know, the ones that are good are ones I want to refer back to, which is exactly what this is. This is going to be a VOD of me playing against my viewers. I just invented a new gambit that you're going to see a little bit of the analysis of, and then it's just me beating up on everybody. So if you guys want to see that, please stick around. There's some good stuff in this one, and let me know if this is a good idea or not. I don't know. And if you somehow got here, but you were not coming from the main channel, if you somehow found this channel, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you enjoy. Bye! Okay, let's get into this. I think before we do the lesson, I think some more people will slowly come in and ask that same question. I think I want to test it before we actually do like some sort of lesson on it. So I want to play a game or two against you guys, so somebody can challenge me if you want. But this is what we're going to be doing today. And this is something that I've experienced against a lot of high-rated players. They all seem to play this variation. So I got some sauce prepared for the next time it happens. And I'm as white against the Sicilian, against the D6 Sicilian, or any Sicilian. I'm sticking with my delayed ALAPIN Sicilian. But in this position, well, I guess here we can go one more normal move. Knight F6, normal move. Bishop E2, normal move. And here's where a lot of low-rated players already mess up, but good players usually come up with the same move. In the Masters database, most people are playing G6. I would say this is like the professional move here. There's also Knight to C6, which leads to the Bosman-Plotnik double pawn gambit. So this leads to a lot of fun as well. But one thing that's interesting to me is that in this position, and please keep in mind not to do this, although it has been known to happen, depending on what your level is, this has been known to happen. If you're under 1600 and you want to beat the Sicilian in 5 moves, there you go. That's all you need to know. If you're over that level, aka everybody, everybody meaning every single one of these ranges, then most likely that's not going to happen.
Nanu.
Thank you, E4, E6, mate. Nanu. I don't know what it means. Hopefully I've not just sworn in Polynesian, but thank you very much for the 7 months. Holy cow. But in this position, a weird thing keeps happening. Now, again, I guess the strong players, like people that are playing Magnus and stuff, they're playing G6. This is like the top line. This has a ton of theory. The heck, you gave me a subscription and now I got no idea what the heck you're talking about. But thank you. Knight to C6 leads to some more fun gambits. But a weird thing keeps happening to me. When I play against people 2500 and over, they continue to play here. This is what all of the strongest players are playing against me. This is also very common at like the under 2000 level, but nowhere in between. There's this cold zone. Thank you, McNubbits. 8 months. Ooh, outdoing E4, E6, mate. Thank you, McNubbits. I appreciate it. I'm working Mindy. I'm too young or old to know what that means. Yeah. Also, I've just never watched TV, but that could be it too. There's this weird cold zone between like 2000 and 2500 where people do not play this because it's not like a very good move, but it's not so obvious why it could possibly be bad. But this is what I want to test. Here, I have a gambit. I will castle. Now, there's a lot of ways to mess up. Let me name a few. A lot of people take here. You can see this is 300-something games. Some people like to lose this way. Check. Oh, Till Enkman with the prime and the hype train. What? I didn't think we'd ever see a hype train. I wasn't properly prepared. With some DMCA music. Now we'll get DMCA'd for sure. We'll tone it down. So some people lose this way. Here, let me show you some more ways to lose. Nothing is more hype than this song, and that's a fact. Here's another way to lose. Some people go here. Then they lose either this way. Wherever you go, the same exact thing. Okay, leave me alone. No, seriously? I'm like 5 minutes into a stream. You can't just... I'm not working. I'm streaming. Give me like 1 day to stream, please. Also, people are... I don't know. Which ones did we say? This will lose a piece too. Everything will lose a piece. 300!
Hype.
Thank you, McNubbits. Everybody loses here. 1 million ways to lose, but this is what people do. And here I got a Gambit. Who wants to play? Let's do it. Who wants to play? Just Piplup. Ooh, okay. I'm taking this one because it's rated. 3 minutes would also be great. B4 I have played in this position. You know me well, but it's not what I'm playing today. All right, I'll play just Piplup. I play E4. And so this is me versus Piplup. We have a brand new Gambit that we're going to be testing out here. So this is, again, this is the delayed ALAPIN Sicilian. The same opening that brought you the mega exciting Bosman Plotnik double pawn sacrifice. But today we're going to be testing this when the opponent plays bishop to g4, followed by e6, not king to e6, pawn to e6. And here's my idea. d4, giving up this e pawn, which you can take. You could also take on d4 and then take my e pawn. You could, I guess you could ignore it if you really wanted to. You have taken my pawn. You've actually managed to find the best move. Most people here would play d5. I'm not most people. I play rook to e1. I believe we're already on one of the more fascinating lines. I'm too weak. I just lost to an ALAPIN against Eric as white by blundering a piece in the opening. There is a million ways to blunder this particular piece in this opening. A million. All right, the opponent has prevented this, although, I mean, I still could do it. I could really do it. A6, not a typical move. Another idea would be for me to go here to get ready to do this. Already, we got some wacky stuff going on. Another idea would be to go here with some idea that maybe I can get on this diagonal. I'm trying to exploit somehow the fact that this guy has come out. Another thing is you can give this check. There's no b5 because I can take with the bishop. So many tempting options. It's so hard to pick just one. But yet I will. I'm going to go here. I'm going to play d5. And I'm opening up things along the fourth rank. But it really is easy to lose this knight. Or this bishop. In the ALAPIN. That's part of the main appeal. What up, Popopongo? Took me a second. I think I got there. And we'll see what black comes up with in our first encounter here. So black is up a pawn. It's so true. The main way for black to play, unsurprisingly, is to take the pawn and then try to get castled. I believe with best play, this is actually a very interesting gambit. Like, black is like a little bit better with best play. Consolidating is part of the plan. Wait, this is a free piece? The #1 main trap. This is the #1 must-know trap. Works every time, though. It works every time and in every position. I did see Eric mentioning me. I thought of clipping it. Okay, I'm actually going to take here first. So if I take here right away, like obviously I can do this and this should be winning. He's going to go here and then regain this pawn. This thing will be defended. I think I take here first. I hope I'm not over complicating things. But now I'm attacking this thing. So I should have even more time to scoop up more material. How's it going, Heists? Hopefully I said that right. But yeah, Eric Rosen played the magical Stafford line that's like actually the original. It's like he played 20 moves of theory that I used against Stockfish. So that was really cool to see. Also, for those that don't know, I do edit for Eric's clip channel. So I learned something about Eric today. People, like, so obviously I get accused of being cocky. This makes total sense to me, because I am. But Eric is apparently, he's been accused. I read the comments on the Clips channel. I posted something about, okay, trying to remove the defender. You know, he did the Rosen trap against a particularly strong opponent. People are like, that is very disrespectful. You shouldn't do that. I didn't know Eric got accused of those kinds of things. Do you believe that doing the Rosen trap against a 2800 is a disrespectful act of chess? Uh-oh. Now you're walking right into this line. It is, well, this is complicated. So this is defended by the knight currently. This, I believe, would be safe. This, I believe, would be extra.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Very fair take. Very fair take. I think you play to the end, man. That's the name of the game. You play to the bitter end. I go here. Double attack of in a way. Yeah, but it was interesting. I've never seen. I see all the comments in Eric's channels because I'm a editor for him. It's rare that anyone ever says anything bad about him. Compared to me, the proportion of comments that are negative on an Eric Rosen video, significantly lower than Jonathan Schron's video. Like almost not present at all. People say bad things about me. Yes. It is true. It's unbelievable, but it's so true. But that's fair because I'm doing things. I'm like beating Stockfish and I'm like doing things that I know will result in negative comments. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a break-in? How do I... It's a break-in. Okay. Camera gone. I'm invisible. Daddy's doing a stream in here. No one will find me. Also, I'm about to eat. Mmm. Delicious. So here I'm balancing fancy, interesting stuff with, you know, just winning. Here I'm just going to pin. I'm going to follow it up with like H3. I will make every trade that you would like. Also, I play the French. Intrinsic hate. It's fine, though. I know the kinds of things that will result in these kinds of comments, so I can anticipate it mentally. I can mentally fortify myself when I need to. So I was just shocked to see that on an Eric thing. He does the Rosen trap. People are like, that's disrespectful. Dude was an IM. He was rated 2800. You should just resign. That's what they said. Okay, so I'm winning here because I have more pieces. Also, the #1 trap did work. So I'm excited about that. I was anticipating this move coming. This also seems fine. Okay. I'm going to stay in the center. And I'm just going to bring more pieces in. There are ideas, if I could get a rook back here somehow, of back rank mate. But this is the move that I was sort of anticipating would come at some moment. Very lame. I could be so lame. Why not? We're going to try to play, like, good today. Where when we're winning, we just win. He doesn't know. There's no way. You wouldn't go there. I didn't think you would go here if you knew. All right, I'm also going to go here next. or not. What to do, what to do, what to do. All right, whatever. Ah! A scary sound. All right, time to win. Perfect. I do not believe this can be stopped. I will pre-move. You rook b1 will stop me. All right. So first game, first success. Thank you to Just Piplup for accepting the challenge. Very, very brave. Unfortunately, you fell for one of the main mistakes, and it's something that occurs in line after line after line. Like there's even one line. Let me hit you with this. There's a line here where every single move is a trap. Like here, this is a trap because you can go here. Then after here, you survive that one. I play here. Now this is a trap because I can go here and here. When this knight moves, I can do the same thing. If you don't fall for it now, you take. Here, this works because you can go here. But now, like, everything is a trap. I believe takes. If here it's a trap, you go here, and now you're going to lose this knight. Like, every move is a trap. It just keeps going. So that's part of the appeal of playing this. So GG, Piplup. And in this game, we did it. So here is actually a very interesting time. Most people play here. I believe the move that you played is actually better, which I think is not easy to see without some deep analysis. But I like the move that you played here. I believe this is the best move. Like the only move. And here's why this gambit is good. I kind of found it just by trial and error. Like the main moves are h3 and rook to e1. This is what literally everybody would do. This is, even in the Masters, it's like kind of the same. h3, rook e1, those are like normal. But if you put d4 on, there's 2 games. Okay, great. But it's like minus 0.1. Thoughts on the Portuguese? You know, dubious, but very playable. Like just like every other gambit I've played. I don't play it though for some reason. I don't play ones people know. I just make up my own. Who is the system can't tell me what gambits to play. I'll just make up my own. I just literally made this up this morning. Here we are. But so I'm like, okay, well that's kind of interesting. D4. Now if knight takes, this was my main thing. D5 is also possible here. D5, I think, is like the main move. This is what's always been played. I have some brilliant ideas that I'm not going to mention yet with this alignment. I refuse to give away the secret right now. Also, I'm allowing you to play D5 should you desire instead of going back. I'm giving you the option, which is good or bad. But anyways, you played A6. This is not a move that I've seen. Now, this is not a game. Also, I saw some pretty tough challenges we might be up for next. This is not like up position, but I did a little bit of study this morning. What do we call this? This, of course, is the... I don't know. I'm so bad at naming gambits. By the end of the day, we'll know. We'll know what it's called by the end of the day. I promise. It'll just come. It'll hit you like, oh, that's the name. I just want to see, before I will accept some of these tough challenges, I just want to see real quick. This is also a learning. We're all learning. I'm learning too. What to do after A6. A6 is a little bit slow. Triangle Gambit. Shotgun King's Gambit. I can see E4, E6 has been watching the Vampire Chicken channel where you can watch Shotgun Kings on YouTube. You can watch me for an hour struggle to learn how to play a game I don't know how to play. Hey, Mad Laden. How's it going? So this does stop this. It feels like a move that you do... sorry. Salty Clown. My God, it's been a while. Good to have you, Salty. It does stop things from going to here, which is useful. Like, it's useful, but it's maybe once you take a pawn in general, it's typically better. You just want to consolidate and get your stuff out. Like, A6 you want to play, but like later. You want to be like already castled. And then do this, because it is a little bit slow. D5 was correct by me. And here you lost a piece. So there was other options of like going back, and then the game would still be very interesting. You're still up a pawn, but I suspect maybe there's There's a lot of incredible and interesting things going on that hopefully we get to explore as the stream goes on. I can't give away all the secrets in the first half hour of a stream. The people will have to wait. All right, let's take on this impossible challenge. We got a really tough guy. I am mate checkmate, who is hopefully agreeing to play this brand new gambit. We're going to test it out. What's up to everybody in chat? So this is against the Sicilian D6 is what we are farming for. And we'll see what a strong player comes up with on the fly. So C5 is what we're farming for. Will we get it? C5, knight f3, d6, c3, knight f6. I do want to play you. Look at this rating. Please play chess with me. I would like to have a game. You're here. I'm here to play chess. I am also streaming. I would like to do it. Extra delayed ALAPIN. For those just coming in, here is what we are farming for. We are playing against this, where for whatever reason, this is the delayed ALAPIN. For whatever reason, when I play tough guys, I play bishop e2. Don't take this. You lose a piece. Tough guys only play bishop to g4. I don't know why. Tough guy, 2500s plus, of which my opponent is, tend to play here. And then we're looking for castles, e6, and then I shock you with d4. You'll never see it coming. The opponent's, he's booking up. He needed a little extra time. He sent the challenge. He thought he had just a couple more minutes with Stockfish to really figure out some of the finer details. And now he's studying with Stockfish, but he's like, oh my gosh, this is incredibly difficult. I don't understand a single thing. And I'm like, I know, man. I understand as well. But I will say this is weird. Here's my history with this. Oh, tough guys only. Zolpi as white. Wait, I've had this a bunch of times. 2500, 2598. This is like an IM. 2500, 2500, 2500, 24, 59, 26, 25. It's only the tough guys, like the IMs and the tough guys. They're doing this on purpose. Also, if you look in the database, it's mostly sub 2000s that play this. It's not a particularly good move, but I don't think most people have ever done it right as white. Well, that's not really true, but let's see. I'm sorry. Challenge me again. I would like to play you. Or maybe he's like trying to get to 2600 before he plays me. I will not accept a casual challenge in my life. I will play a 3-minute rated game. I will play Krishnan Patterson. Let's game it out. All right. So Krishnan is willing to go into this brand new line. I play here. Now we see bishop to g4. The good player move for some reason. And now I hit you with some d4. And I give you some options. You take right away. Everybody knows what's up. I hit you with some rook e1. So we just did this. We know a6 is not particularly good. It wasn't maybe the worst move you can do, but maybe not the best move either. Let's see if black comes up with anything different here. I am aligning my rook up with your king. I don't know if that is important. Only time will tell. F5 looks interesting. I will tell you that I have not looked at it. This means the computer doesn't think it's interesting, but it might be. It might be interesting. All right, the opponent has gone back. Now, let me hit you with one of these. There is an alternative move here. But let's just see what happens now. Black has to be super careful. I hope you don't play the wrong move here. Okay, you have blundered. You are going to lose the game. I take this. This is one of the many traps. And you're dead lost. But this, I have to get it right. So there's a difference that I must remember, because this is different than if on this original turn you had taken and then done the same exact thing. So I can point out some of the differences at the very end of this. Okay, so you took here, and now I just take this. It's not a free bishop. We have traded, but I have a very good lead in development. I must make use of that right now. I must come up with the best plan. I know I have a great position. I'm contemplating this move because it looks very interesting. Somehow there's a way for me to punish this. Alternatively, there's like bishop f4. I'm going to play this move. I don't know if this is right. It's a brilliant gambit. You're already in love. Glad to hear it. I'm basically trying to come up with, in the ALAPIN, a gambit for like literally every possible variation, trying to revolutionize this opening. I'm now going to go here with 2 threats. I'm trying to go here and here. And I'm slowly making progress. This is a work in progress. You could call me the Mark Esserman of the ALAPIN Sicilian. Okay, you have gone here. This probably will not work for you. I'm going to take, then I'm going to be able to bring this bishop into the game. So if bishop takes, I can go here. I have bishop f4. You can defend with a knight. Alternatively, I have bishop here. This also might win very quickly. This might win faster. Also, I have here. I will go here. This just looks very good as well. There's too many good moves now. And this is, once it falls apart, the initiative gets out of control. So now you have only one legal move, so you will go here. I will... You had another legal move. That's incredible. Now I will take this guy, I suppose. Could take this guy. I will take this guy. Just keep you walking around a little bit. Have I actually done this bad? Have I done a bad job all of a sudden? Oh, no. Wait, have I actually not done this well? I have here, which is funny. Takes, I'm trying to remove the defender. It's not very good. I've messed this up. Ah! Oh, no! It's all ruined. I feel like I could have won a piece. I still have a good thing going. Just not as good of a thing. Okay, just... We're giving this pawn away. You can take with a queen. I understand. You didn't want it. Okay. But now we go here. You're going to take this way. You're going to lose like that. No, that did not happen. All right, I'm going to take here. You can take my h-pawn. I will move. You didn't even take my h-pawn. Check. All right, I need to defend my rook because you're on my h-pawn. I go here. You're on my h-pawn. I finally land a tactic. There we go. You're playing to the bitter end. I win the game. So maybe not the perfect example, but an example of a tactic in this opening. What up, Joe's for Pope? What up, everybody that's coming in while I'm playing? Time was the enemy. Yeah, indeed. And that'll happen. When I get like some initiative, that will happen. Now, this was a very interesting thing that happened. So everybody knows this is the best move now because we said so. Let's take a look at it. So if you've just joined, ALAPIN Sicilian with bishop to g4. Not particularly good for black, but also not particularly good if you ask a computer is d4. However, minus 0.1, okay, very playable. But it's only if here. I would like to compare 2 lines at this moment. Most people play here, here, and then take this. Now, if you play, how do we get to where we got? Here, or start with rook to e1. They go back, rook to e1. In this position, if here, this just wins very clear and very cleanly. So this is with c takes included. Because if here, you just take this guy. Let's just say they take back. So I think the material here is technically black is up a pawn. But look at this humongous initiative that white has. No way can black survive this. Also, we have like, there's always this move. But it didn't work out as well as Queen C8 didn't work out as well as I thought in the game. Alternatively, if here, this is with c takes inserted at the beginning, you can do a funny thing or a strong thing. They're both strong. The funny thing about this position is you can just drop your knight back and then regain your thing. That's funny. I think I would obviously just take here. And the idea is that after this, you take back. They go here. You can hit them with one of these. Opponent is saying, oh, I'm silly. I forgot that knight f3 preps bishop to e7. That's what you're meant to do, is you're meant to just get your stuff out in castle. So we'll see that when we come back to our game. You might think knight c6 here. Black was winning on move 18 with bishop takes h2. That sounds like a move I would overlook. Here in this position, though, you can take this. If the queen moves away, you can go here. Huge pawn. Attacking this thing. This is too strong for white. Also a pawn up. But people are talking about the actual game, in which my opponent did not go here. d4, question mark, exclam. Computer doesn't like my gambit. Okay, best move played. Rook e1. Now back d5. And here, let me give you guys one test. I also want to point out this as like a very, very cool thumbnail-worthy kind of tactic. I don't want to spoil it. I can't spoil it. We'll show you at some point. There's something cool here. But e5 is not it. This loses. So it's plus 2.5, says the computer. I take, and you took here. The alternative is here. But now, I think here I need to be careful. This is insane. So nobody can play this with black. Black's like somehow fine here if you're a supercomputer. This is just going to be some crazy stuff that doesn't make any sense, which a lot of these lines, that's how it is. So in this, you have to play like here. I think this is the main move, and then this gets like crazy too. We'll come back and look at this because there's some insane stuff. Knight c4. That's what you got to do here. Then if here there's like a tactic, well, you can just take this back right away. Let's say they defend here against that kind of stuff. Here, so that now you can't castle because we'll be taking this thing. What if here? Knight takes. The point here, bishop f4. Queen can't take because then you would mate. And the next move you play d6. So like if you go back, whatever, d6. There's this kind of stuff happening in the position. These are the kinds of tactics white is hoping for. But you cannot do this. Take back with a queen, because black could very easily go here, here, and now king d7. And the difference between this and the other line is that here black like runs away. If you play kind of the same moves, the c file is not open. Also, maybe more importantly, this knight doesn't have access to c3, which is useful in some crazy mating attacks with like the knight and the bishop. Good to see you. I wish I could fly. For example, some line like this, you can just go to b6 like there ain't no problems. And if these guys were already gone, you would have here followed by some like there's some mating threat that you're setting up. So the fact that this pawn's on c3 is very annoying. I mean, there's like here, and it looks very scary for black, obviously, but somehow you just play like a computer and you'll be fine. So I don't expect anyone to actually do this or play like this, but that's worth pointing out. Instead, in the game, we saw just the recapture here. Instead of bishop takes e2, I took here, and then he did not take back. If you do take back, this just looks like I have a very strong initiative. Like if you decide to take this pawn, oh, I have queen to c8. Check and taking it, also very strong. Other ideas will come to mind as we go through these things, but obviously this looks like a very strong initiative for white. You just decided to go here. I played here, not a particularly good move. I allowed e4. e4 is also pretty good because now I can't get my bishop to g5. French or Caro, huge advocate of the French, huge anti-advocate of the Caro. But I mean, they're both fine. If whatever you want to do, it's your life. All right, takes. Now we're really in business here. Takes. And did I miss something? Oh, I did play the best move here, but maybe I should take the rook. Hey, maybe when you win a rook, you should take it. What should you play if you hate e4? You can play the Scandinavian ultra dubious variation. As a serious one, you can play, like, the dragon is a good mix of playable but also dubious. You should stay away from e4, e5 if those are the kinds of positions that you hate. Answer's probably Sicilian. French is also good. Yeah, if you want ultra dubious, check out the Ton Gambit. Hey, maybe I should take that rook. I did not. And then I maybe missed something. What? Ah, okay, because there's this check. Ah, okay, I did miss this. Well spotted by the crowd. Well spotted. Accelerated dragon, also possible, but allows the Maroczy bind. Which I'm guessing McNubbix does not want to play a Maroczy bind. That's my best guess. I did miss a tactic. So it got a little sloppy. Opening success, sloppy game, won anyway. Sounds like every game I've ever played. Thank you to Krishnan for the game. Would anyone else dare? So now people have had a lot of time to prepare. I'm looking at 3-minute rated games. I'm looking at all of my options. They're all kind of more or less the same. I will play Xbox 8. Let's game it out. Okay, I will be playing the accelerated, and what am I playing? Delayed ALAPIN Sicilian. And today we are practicing bishop to g4 variation, where the opponent has decided that's not what we're doing. The opponent is not playing along. He has instead decided to play the most professional variation available. Rook e1, too easy. I'm a pro gamer. I play here. And this is going to be maybe the hardest part of this, is finding some gambits here. Like d4 might be a gambit here. There's a lot of things where, like, it doesn't really make sense, but then you dig a little deeper, you find some ideas. There's a lot of room in the ALAPIN still for some serious gambit discoveries. Kloosterbauer and Ton Gambit are excellent ways to go if you're looking for dubious, some dubious gambit lines. E5 almost playable immediately. I feel like this isn't exactly what black is meant to do. I don't know how to punish it, so I'll try a4. I believe I've won a pawn, but then he's getting one back, but not if I play e5, but then other lines are open. I don't know. I'm hoping to win this pawn. The opponent counter-attacked, so I moved my pawn away. Now, this could end up being a target, but this will always be a target, and then maybe I'll have some e6 followed by knight g5 stuff. Tarrasch is also interesting. I suppose we're talking about the Tarrasch French. If you're looking for something interesting there is the Guimard variation. All right, I will play here. And then I'm going to win this guy, I guess. And then at some point I'll play knight g5. The Kiel variation, I don't know if dubious, but is tricky. I actually have no idea what this is. Now I must learn more. I'm just trying to think of what McNubbits. I understand what McNubbits is kind of looking for. I take here. Now I'm on 2 knights. You did it. You saved both of them. Okay. Fair enough. I must say fair enough. I'm tempted to go here. This is very strange. Maybe too strange. But at some point, maybe I'll have this. But Operation 1, win this guy. I won't be able to do this if ever this is possible. This is possible. He will take here. I take here. I'm going to put your queen over here. You did not recapture. You've gone after this guy. So I'm going to go here. If there was some check on this diagonal, then I'd really be feeling the heat. But I kind of suspect I can get away with this. Now I can either plop in here or continue to plot queenside destruction. The opponent has other plans in mind. What in the world is this? You're going to play rook takes, thinking I'll take here, but I won't. This must be the point. I'm hoping the opponent has miscalculated. Miscalculated. What do you call it when you don't calculate right? I'm hoping he's miscalculated. Even Tarash himself said knight c3 was the correct one. That's how it happens, man. You play some line and then people name it after you and you're like, man, I was just like playing that one time. That's like a joke, man. Keel variation. Copied. Miscalculated. I think my opponent was hoping for here. Takes. Checkmate. That's what I think was happening. Anyways, after this, I think I will play one more game, and then we'll have like a deep dive into the opening theory here. Now you want here. I think that's fair enough to desire. I go here. Not the dream square for the knight, but it covers everything for now. Oh, he's opening up this diagonal. So I'm going to just shut it down for a second. I'm hearing loud thuds. Now he's got no time. This is what you do. Boom. That's what you do when they got no time. Then you hit him with one of these. That's how you get it done in the clutch. It was completely unnecessary, you might say. But it got us there. All right, hoses on in the backyard. This is bad. But let's check out what happened here. Oh, the opponent. This is the opponent playing something different. And this is actually like the main line that you're going to find if you go to the Masters database and you look up these like Carlsen games, and I think Karyakin maybe has played some of these games. Aronian has played this. This is what they're all doing. Good game. Zeno B8. Thank you. So you played the main line, not allowing the gambit that we're discussing today, but that's all right. And the reason that this is complicated is because here you have a lot of choices with white. Like you can just play rook e1 and then put this bishop back, play for d4. That would be like a nice safe way. But this is maybe like the critical way to play. But if you're trying... you bought the Anish Naidor, of course. Gotta try it out. Oh, wait, that reminds me. You bought a Chessable course? Wait, I got a huge package. Wait, that actually has reminded me? I got scammed? Let's see. Wait, I got a package. Speaking of Chessable... I don't want to put it has my name on it and my address, but like I got a package from Chessable. Like it just came. So I actually want to open this up, see what I got. Hello, you are Jonathan Schruntz, correct? And I just got this. I don't know what this is. I haven't opened it or anything. I got... Check this out. Live here. Ah, look at this. Oh, it's two things. I got a hoodie. Chessable. I got a hoodie. That's cool. And I got a shirt. That's so cool. And I got this because I am a Chessable author. So I, look at this, made a Chessable course. And they sent me a hoodie. Let's put this on. You guys don't want to watch that. Let me back up. I haven't tried this on. They might know my size. It looks like my size. Look at that. Hey. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I guess this is what happens when you're shortlisted for Course of the Year 2020. 2 years later, you'll get a hoodie, man. Nice. Very cool. Shout out to Chessable. Thank you very much. I'd be remiss not to exclaim course for those interested. If you want a book that was almost the best course of 2020, but Sam Shanklin wrote like a 3-part D4 course, you should check it out. It does feel like gym gear. Or rap gear. I'm about to throw down some hot bars, but that would probably scare everyone away. Anyways, here, the reason that this position, though, is so complicated, focusing back on the chess for like a minute, is that there's so many ways to block. There's this block, this block, this block, this very, very rare block. And so you need to know quite a lot. And then it gets more complicated than that. Like just the main line itself. After takes, these are both very valid. You can see they're like equally played. Even here, though, this is not for today. It's Leanhorn. If anyone's throwing down a beat, it's Leanhorn. Welcome. And then here, though, there's a lot of lines where you can just randomly play D4 that still need to be explored. But that's not what we're here to do today. So here today, we are here to practice a different line. If you've just gotten here, I will play one more viewer. But hopefully this time we get the Bishop G4, Castles E6, D4 brand new Gambit variation. So I will play, these are both rated games. I'll play Falcon Beard. Let's game it out. Me and Falcon Beard. I'll play here. I will play here. Delayed ALAPIN Sicilian. Bishop to E2. Don't take my pawn. Hey, Remshot. How's it going? Bishop G4. I castle. And now, if E6, we're going to bust out the brand new Gambit. No. Okay, so we will not bust out the brand new Gambit. We will probably still consider D4. So the opponent is not going into the new Gambit. So I could, be safe. I could be nice and safe, defend my stuff. D4 here doesn't seem to work as well. E5 also a worthy. It requests a takeback. Okay, sure, you got it, man. I was close to doing something crazy, but the opponent, I guess, has decided to maybe play E6. Okay, you thought for like a minute. You know what? I'm feeling very generous. It took you like an extra second there. I'll take like a couple extra seconds, and then I'll hit you with a D4. This is the brand new Gambit, where most people go here, but this is maybe the best move. But what will the opponent come up with? Rook to E1, if you please. Lining up with your king. Who knows what that could all mean? And now I'm expecting either the knight to go away or D5. In both situations, we got some fancy stuff going on. I'm also coming up with some pretty complicated ways of trying to exploit the fact that this bishop is now outside the pawn chain. Okay, I go here. Ramshucked, always having trouble subscribing. No problem. Don't worry about it. But he's got 50 bits. Thank you, thank you. And here we have the main line. Avoiding falling for this trap. Avoiding falling for this trap. Going for this one. And now, I do believe... Wait, this is different. I play here. But are you going to play the right... You're not going to play the right way, are you? H3, best move. Should I play the best move? That doesn't sound like me. Playing the best move doesn't sound like me. What? How did you know the best move so fast? Now, I'm on this, but I also have ideas of other sacrifices. If I would have known you were going to play the best move, I would have played different. But now this is maybe a real thing. Also, this is a real thing. Also, what the heck? All right, you're playing very well. How are you so good at this? I think that's correct. Well. All right, I'm going to go here. Try to get some sort of pressure on this guy and then dream of other sacrificial ideas. That's very fair. I go here. And then I will recapture probably with a bishop. I'm going to argue the d5 square is my compensation. Also, if nothing, I take here, hoping to win this pawn back in some fashion. You can't sub because you're too poor. Also, fair and valid. Don't worry about it. So now I'm threatening this. I'm expecting black will want or need to recapture, in which case I'm taking with this guy. This will give me more opportunities to pile up some pressure here. I got to get my knight into the game, bring another rook to the d file. I have a little bit of work to do, but I would say some compensation in the fact that we have the d file. Here right away, maybe this move is the idea. I could just move away. Alternatively, we could get this guy going somewhere. We're going here. This guy could go this way. We could some combination of this. Here I'm expecting this, in which case I move. Maybe I can go here or here sometimes. One of those has been stopped. I go here. I guess he's going to go here to prevent me from doing this one. No. Here. Not only pressure here, but also don't forget about the other side of the board. So I can obviously take there. I can take on h6, but I'm going to build more pressure on d6. There's 3 seconds. I'm going for this. It might even work. Now I'm going here. Now I'm going, you take back. I throw this one in, and then I take this guy back. That was the idea. And I'm not worse. I'm probably a little bit better. So very, very interesting. The opponent actually played the opening like genius. I don't know, maybe looked it up or something. Played very, very well. Or just played very well. So this is one of the main lines. After here takes... People, you go back. Computer actually hates this. What does the computer want? Computer wants d5. There's some fun stuff there as well. But after here, this is correct. And then h3 is the way that I should play. Yeah, I think h3 is how I should play here. What I did was here, because I expected some lines where I get to do a little bit. I looked at some of these lines a little bit, and I looked at some of these lines a little bit. But the opponent found exactly the right thing to do here. Like, I knew this was the evaluation. But then here it is bishop to c8. Like, the computer likes moving that thing right away. So I think when he did that, I was a little thrown off. He played a very good move. Very good move. I guess I should take here first, and then this will be fine. Because here, I'm on this. I'm also on that. So if here, there are some sacrifices. Here, this doesn't work. Because after this, you can move the knight away. There's like some ideas and some lines. But I think here, I can just provoke d5. This is like always the idea. And then there's some like wacky tactics. Computer always finds a way. You're always down upon. Computer's like, yeah, it's fine. There's something with the light squares. Just put this guy like here, this guy here. Try to dominate the d5 square. Would I ever consider doing a rapid speedrun on YouTube? Yes, but not on Lichess. They don't allow it. Sack rook and pin bishop. Looking for the first opportunity to sack rook. Here's my first opportunity to sack a rook. There's no other opportunity. Anyways, this all happened. And so, like, I'm down upon it. Computer says this is equal. And then, so I like, it is always just equal. I build, build, build. This is fine. Everything I did here was kind of fine. This was fine as well. Speedrunning is the easiest content in the world. You literally just play and then you post it. And you play like easy games. So I love the idea of it. All right, let's do like a recap here. So we've been playing this brand new Gambit now with d4. But let's do like a full kind of recap of everything that's going on here. So here is the opening that we're talking about today. And there's this new Gambit, which is hot off the press, just invented this morning. And it occurs in the D6 Sicilian. You played the delayed ALAPIN. And here there's like, this is one of the openings that has surprisingly some of the most traps in the whole history of the game. And the line that we've been focused on today is the knight f6, bishop e2 line, where they play an early bishop to g4. So when this happens, let's just look at this. Castles, obviously never can take. Let's look at some of the crazier lines. After e6, what we're talking about is d4. This is the brand new Gambit. Bishop to c4 is also possible. It's possible in a lot of these lines. There's even some lines where you can transpose into Smith-Morra's. It has the potential to transpose into a lot of things. So bishop c4 here is probably where you're talking about. Very possible. Also bishop d3. This guy can go like wherever. I prefer this because what I'm trying to get is the Bosman-Plotnik double pawn sacrifice. I'm hoping that I can get this against people, where we go into this line. Not here, sorry. I've already messed it up. It's so easy to do. Where they get really greedy, they go here. They take 3 of your pawns, and then you flip this on, you study this for a while, and you realize how good it is for white. So you're 3 pawns down, and the computer will say it's like +1. I think this is rook c1, very good move. I think rook b1, probably the move I would play, also very strong. Let your computer think here for a while. Rook b1 with the idea of going here, check, and then starting an attack. You get a massive attack. So that's why I like to play this as white. I'm trying to set up for those kinds of openings where like every single move is a trap and it's very tricky plus good. However, against the bishop g4 variation, I've come up with this with d4. And most people play c takes d4. This has never been shown on YouTube. This is a Twitch exclusive. I might make a YouTube video. I don't believe this is YouTube ready yet, so we're kind of practicing. This is some pre-YouTube content. You get it here first. This is what most people are playing. And then I was looking at this, and there's some tactics here that I think will be mind-blowing. They're not cool enough for this. No, they'll eat it up. YouTube will love this. But not today. This is not a YouTube video. The point here, so most people are playing this way and only then taking. Now here, there's d5, which I think is the best move. Also, check this out. We're better, man. We're better. This is really good for white. We're down a pawn. But the c takes line is not very good for black. And d5 given as best. I will say rookie one immediately has some interesting ideas. This alignment, just you wait. But so d5 prevents black from playing d5. Also sets up these tactical ideas of winning the knight, which is why people are going back now. Now here is where I would like to suggest a new move. Am I sure this Twitch is ready for this? No, there'd be more people if people could handle it, they would be here, but people can't handle it. Here is where I'm going to suggest a new move, a novelty. This looks very normal. Kind of keeping control of this. It's a pin. I think this is like a very normal looking move, which is probably why it's been played twice in this position. I dare suggest rook to e1 as a brand new idea. And we've seen kind of a couple traps here. Like, we'll review them again. We've seen here, we have not talked about this. Now, if here, I do believe most of you will be able to find the second best move, like quickly. I think most people will quickly find the second best move. And some of you will find the best move. Are you insane? I thought everyone would say check, win the bishop. Popo Pongo coming in with some hot queen sacrifice action. Are you kidding me? Are you insane? Checkmate. This is checkmate. Now, the problem here, despite how beautiful and amazing this is that people won't fall for it because they'll realize that you're going to win this bishop. So you could also attempt to be very sneaky. You can play here. This would be a sneaky way to try the same idea where your best move is to take here. And we'll just take back and that'll be fine. There's nothing too wrong with that. We'll get the, he'll be up a pawn. We'll have the bishop pair. We'll play some chess. But if they go here, now this might be more likely to happen. Because now if here, you hit him with that. Easy to miss. Easy to miss. Huh? You like it? So there's some ways that this is a possible line. We've also seen in lines where they go back, you play here, they go here, snap take. Snap take, you win. Takes. If here, which we kind of had in a game, we can go here. And I had an opponent that played something like this, where I guess I could have just gone here. But something like this is going to be very good for white. We're going to get all of our stuff out. He's still down a pawn, but look at this. We got pressure here, here. Who knows what we're threatening, man? This is going to be very good. Alternatively, on e5, again, we take. They see that coming. They play here. No problem. We go here. And I think we looked at this, but yeah, here, here. If they go here, you go here. They go here, you go here. They move their queen. We move our queen. Pressure. This is huge. Easily, we should be winning. Also, maybe they're smart. They see that coming. They go here thinking, okay, let's trade a bunch. No problem. No problem for us. We got queen c3. A backwards defense move. What opening got us to this point? I will show you in just a minute. Let me just put one more move on the board to make me feel good because it's my favorite move. They never see it coming in this variation. Queen to c8. The way we got here was via this move order. So it's a delayed ALAPIN Sicilian against the d6 Sicilian. They play knight f6, bishop to e2, bishop g4. And the reason we're studying this is because multiple IMs and very strong players have been playing this against me, and now I got a secret weapon. I will castle. They all play e6. This is me versus a lot, a lot of strong players. This is the game just played today. But before that, it was 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,600, list goes on. So they're all playing this way. Only strong players are playing this against me. And next time I'm going to hit them with some d4 action. Which, before today, I think I was like 0-2 or something, right? I've gotten better. I've improved. I've leveled up. And so again, if takes, we get to these kinds of positions. I also should mention, we have not talked a minute about allowing this. There's some other insane lines. There is a point, even though the computer will laugh. Look at Stockfish. It will laugh. It'll be like, dude, that makes no sense. You've allowed d5. This would stop some people from looking here. Some people would be like, okay, I'm done. But what if we try to see what we could possibly come up with against this anyway? I would like to go here, get my queen out of the way. I would like to get my bishop out of the way, and I would like to start playing knight to e5. Basically, this is reverse order. I would like to go here, but he's going to trade. So I would like this bishop out of the way, but then he would take my queen. So in reverse order, I would like to get this out of the way, this out of the way, this guy to e5. Okay, I think that's how you would generate some pressure. Let's imagine a world with queen to b3 here. Do I know the German streamer Kugelbusch? He is, I don't know him personally. He's probably the guy that has rated this channel more than anybody. And the reason our German audience is through the roof. So I would like to consider this move. And instead of queen d7, the only move played in human games where this happens, I would like to suggest a better move for black. I believe black should maybe consider going here. All right, but now I continue with my plan. I go here. Let's say knight here. Makes most sense. Boom. Plan has come to fruition. The best way for a channel to grow is to germinate. So true. So true in the chess scene. Make sure your last name is Schranz. If you're a small content creator, make your last name Schranz. You'll get the Germans to raid you. Now, we have moved our knight. We are attacking this bishop. Exactly. Yeah, it's like a very small advantage to black, but let's see how interesting it can get. So I think black would like move. That makes some sense. Scampy! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Back again.
Welcome back to Scampy. And here I will turn on the engine for a minute. Check this out. I think, was it not g4 here? I thought g4 here was some move. This is some different line. I'm thinking of some different line. Let's see if we can find something interesting, though. On the fly. Can I find an interesting idea on the fly? I will do it. Just watch. Just, oh, no. I found it. I found something interesting. Okay, I have an interesting idea. After... right here. I already found it. Sorry, I beat you to it. I found an interesting idea right here. I'm confusing this with the line where these things haven't been traded and g4 is the best move. I will go into detail in a moment. But compare it to this. Let me hit you with this one. Let's just get into it. Let's get wild. Let me hit you with a rook takes e4. See how you deal with that. Now, if you don't take my rook, I will go back. You know, I'll go back. And I'm now threatening to, like, after your bishop moves, depending on where you go, I might be threatening to win this pawn. So I think here the computer says go back here and allow this. If you go back here, then when I take here, I'm on this bishop. So you're going to take the rook, right? I mean, okay, let's be real. I sacked a rook. You're going to take my rook. Now, I guess I go here. Let's turn this on. Check out. This gets insane. We're now down 3 points, aka minus 0.1. But watch this. It gets better. We go here. Let's just enjoy it in all of the Stockfish glory. You h5, yeah, right. You're a human. You're going to play here, right? Okay, now, is this where I can play this move? Stockfish, come on, man. Can I not play here? Something, oh, no, something's messed up. I need this move in. How do I get to where I want to be in life? Do I play h5 here? Where do I want to be in life? Where do you want to be in 2 years? Where do you see yourself 5 years in the future? Will you still be working for this company? Let me hit you with a g4. You know what? Maybe this is it. Let me hit you with a g4. You go back. Now I hit you with a d5. Yeah, this is impossible to know. This is insane. That's why we got the computer running. a6 loses a queen to check, followed by takes. We're protecting the bishop with the knight. 3 points. Oh, you want me to take this guy back, right? You do? I would like to take it back with the knight. 4 points minus 0.3. Okay. Yeah, G4, D5, whatever, man. It's all... We're just opening this up. We're going to play a big attack. And then not only will we play this amazing, insane line, black will also continue to play amazing. And now, you know, somehow this thing should already be out here. But there's like crazy stuff going on. I guess here to take this pawn. Man, I don't know what's going on. Somehow, I've studied this with some other moves inserted. I'm also getting distracted because people are upstairs. But you can see that this is like insane. Just put me here for a minute. Yeah, why don't we do this? Yeah, something like this. This is the kind of stuff that could happen where normal people would play here, but computer goes here to take this pawn, and you get some endgame. This is how black gets a small advantage here. This is why this is bad. You go here. Okay, I'm going to take this thing. Also, I'm going to win your queen, so you got to sack back, and you're not worried at all because you're like, I'll just keep an eye on your bishop. I'll attack here, and then black will be very slightly better because maybe in the future there's like h5 or somehow we get a little bit of pressure, but it's not really much. So black plays like that. Then they did it. They get a slightly better position. They miss any one of those moves or can't figure any of that out. You know, they probably lose. Anyway, it's just some insane like computer lines that don't make any sense. And it's comparable to this variation where if they take with a knight first, so there's basically two things we're keeping in our head. Either they take first or they go here. Yeah, easy draw. Easiest draw you've ever seen. In this variation, there's something else. Oh, yeah, we can steal like a London tactic. Do you guys want to play the London, but this is a Sicilian? How in the world can we get a London tactic? Check this out. In this position, if we play rook e1 instead of d5, we let them play d5. It's a little bit different. These two pawns are on the board, which makes a pretty big difference. But we can do basically the same approach, but with a different result. No promises. I will get there on the first try. But let's imagine we do the same thing. You know, I'm trying to bring my queen out. Then I'm going here. Then I'm going here. That's my plan. So if you go here, I will go here. If you go here, I will go here. Or will I? I believe if I go here, you're going to hit me with this, aren't you? So maybe... Now, maybe I can go here because I'm attacking this first. If here... Wait for it. It's all coming to me. It's all coming to me. If here, we will use this computer for just a second. Knight c6, knight e5, bishop here, c4. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. You like this? c4. Otherwise, black plays here. Then I was thinking, what if they played here? I thought in my mind, I'm like, that's the human thing to do. Here, oh man, how do I get to the line? It's impossible. All right, let's do some analysis. This is some live on-the-spot analysis. You were here first. You saw it all raw. Computer wants you to take the knight. What human would? What would people play here? What would real people play? People would play here, right? This would really happen. This is real life. Can I sack here? Somehow I need to get this guy here, and we need to do the... I don't know. What you're witnessing is some real live play c4. Otherwise, they play c4. Also, blast this open. Also, if they take here, which to me would appear to be the most human move, you go here. If here, funny that you can take with the queen because my queen's also under attack. I would expect people to go here. Look at this position you can get them in. Now hit them with some g4, and we've seen this like disconnect between the two pieces again. You should play like g6. If you go back, then we're taking this and then this. I don't know, some crazy weird stuff. I'm actually, I don't know what you guys think of this gambit, but I think it's got a lot of potential. I think there's a lot of potential here. We need to really get to know the differences between taking right away and taking here right away. But yeah, not quadruple pawns, not interesting. But they did have... So this is not quadruple pawns. You would prefer this variation then, is what I'm assuming. After g4, you would like this position for black. This is maybe the most interesting pawn structure. You get the Tetris, but also the House of Fortress. Here's like a little triangle. I don't know. We've probably written some sort of secret rune code here. This is some sort of rune. This is some other sort of rune, man. We've made like, it's a K. It's a big something. I don't know. Does still need a name. But I'm willing to game this out if anyone else still wants to play another game. I would like to get to know more about this opening if anybody would like to challenge me. But that's, you know, that's a weird thing. All these pawns are like weak and you're going to take something. Anybody speak a language where that is a letter? Yeah, it's all weird stuff. It's all like some crazy, impossible stuff. Someone play with me. I want to play some chess. But I'll refine this, get to know the opening a little bit better, and probably make a YouTube video at some point. I think there's a lot of potential. Aha! A classic 4-minute game of chess against Falcon Beard, who we just played, and he did really well, but ultimately did not succeed. So let's see if we can revisit this opening. Again, don't take this, or this happens. What time control? I don't know. I was hoping for 3 minutes. 4 will work. 4 will get it done. The bishop g4 line. And now our brand new gambit with d4. This is what we're on about. This is a great move. I go here. He has now learned, last time we saw knight f6, has he learned the power of d5? By not playing d5 myself, I have allowed this to happen. But we'll see if we can make magic happen. Queen b3. My idea is to bring this guy out, get this guy up here, and then do some incredible work. So I do go here. But actually, here is where we're going to have a little bit of fun, I think. You know what? I'm just crazy enough to do it. Rook takes e4. So if you take this guy, I'm dropping back. You take this guy, I'm hopping in. I'm hopping in. Once you get hopping, there ain't no stopping. Let me hit you with some g4 action, please. Then it's probably time to start coming up with a plan. Feels like a good time for a plan. Aha. c4. So I'm going to take... Wait, but I can take with a knight, and then you got 2 things attacked? What is the point of this move? All right, I take this way. My bishop is never trapped, because I can always take on c6. Meanwhile, 2 things are hanging. However, when I take here, okay, we're a little exposed. It is very true. But I will go here. I will go here.
Jonathan, the man without a plan.
The man with no plan. Panama. I go here. Thank you very much, Scampi. I figured this might actually be an okay move. You would have to take with a pawn, which I could then target. This feels like the right square for this piece. I don't know why this calls to me. Maybe it's weird taking a pinned piece, but it beckons. What can you do? When you got the feeling, you got the feeling. Now, the point was to go here, I guess. And target this guy. And if you take here, you won't be able to capture twice. I have all of the clay in front of me. I've yet to mold it into a work of art. I feel like we've escaped the opening with a now kind of interesting position. I will go here. I do have here, if I can make sure I can keep my bishop here. I believe I can. I just go to the store, I buy the clay. I've yet to mold this into a work of art, but we're working on it. All right. I figured you would, but here I can just take. I don't have to retreat or anything. Still protecting this, still on everything. And we win the game. Okay, that was fun. This is a fun line where I think after this exchange sack, I'm like, okay, LOL, you messed up. Yeah, it's impossible to play. Who could play this, right? Of course you messed up. I'm sure I messed up as well. Let's investigate. Look at this. 3 pawns down. Equal position. As normal as it gets. Totally normal, equal position. 95. You went here. I played G4. All of this is fine. This was bad. So here, you're meant to play back. In which case, I do believe there is a line here. I'm trying to remember. Knight A3 does make a ton of sense. Like, both of these moves make a ton of sense. You're going to put the other knight on C4. That makes total sense. I feel like there's something juicy here. But maybe not. Maybe just whatever. It's not even obvious how I'm getting everything back. I'm looking at this. Your 3 things. I had no idea how I get it all back. I don't know how I am fine here, but I am. That's all I need to know. It is very difficult for black to play. I do know that this is not the right answer because now it's a double attack. And my king is like a little exposed, but not really. Material's equal. If I was down 3 things and it was equal, and then I recover the material, you better believe that this is super good for me. Now I go here. Correct. I just had just the feeling. Just a feeling. But here I should maybe play knight A3 or knight D2. I should maybe accelerate. I put maybe the wrong piece on this square. No problem. Rook D8. You should threaten to come in immediately. I do have a little bit of a back rank issue. Rook D8 would emphasize my problems. Instead, we got here where you unfortunately gave away this pawn. But I don't know. That's a cool opening. Hopefully people enjoy it. Let's play another game. Casual. No. No. I will not be playing casual games. 3-2. It was casual. How dare you? Put your points on the line, please. I'm here risking it all every day. All right, let's play Tinkerbell 1, 2, 3. Let's game it out. And let's see what we get. All right, the D6 Sicilian. I will play the delayed ALAPIN. With an early E6. Perhaps you meant to do the thing, but that's all right. My opponent maybe skipped a few moves. Knight F6 first, followed by Bishop G4 would be more what we were farming today. I'll go here. How many people can we trap like this? Infinite people. This is like, I don't know, this is maybe the like most easy to trap people thing in the world, man. You'll win lots of free pieces playing this. I'll just casually go here. Opponent didn't pre-move castles. Very upsetting. Okay. Sorry, Tinkerbell. This was not your best game. Kind of all of the beginner mistakes that could be made were made. They all happened. I'm not sure. You were probably forced to play a variation you're not very familiar with. Against your will. I made you do something against your will, and therefore you made all the mistakes. But thank you for the game. Hopefully there's still something instructive here for people just tuning in. Frogs in space. Let's game it out. 3 + 2. How dare you? You snuck an increment in here? How could you? All right, we'll play the delayed ALAPIN Sicilian. How's it going, Nixia? Welcome to the chat. What the heck? The double delayed. So most people don't do this on this turn because you already invested one turn in D6. However, I'm not going to play any theory. I will play here. I will play here. Don't you play Elite Bullet Tournament? I don't think I've ever played an Elite Bullet Tournament. I will go here. I have this square, so I'm already excited. I tell you. Already excited. Nixia! 2 months. Thank you so much, Nixia. I appreciate it. I am excited. Look at this D5 square. At some point, here's what's going to happen. This thing's going to go here. I'm going to go here. We're going to get those bishops traded off somehow, some way. And then I'm going to have knights and everything coming in here. That's the plan. Just give me one square. King is very safe. I can't castle, obviously, but I have a safe square. So I'm very happy. The only thing that I'm not happy about is I will forget that there's an increment. At some point, I will give up and try to dirty flag my opponent. I will be like, oh, wait, there's increment. Okay, so now he's not threatening B5 or anything, so I go here. Ah, there is a tournament going on. I see, I see. Perhaps people are hoping that we watch it, which could happen. You know, if Magnus is on, we'll watch Magnus. Probably the only one we would watch. Dirty flag me. It's possible. I mean, it's only 2 seconds. Positioning gets complicated enough. It is possible. Opponent has defended this square. This square is now undefended. Just taking notes. Taking some private notes in my head. You know what? I go here. Now I can get my rook out, targeting this guy. This is going to come at some moment. I could do this right away and then hop around. Might be okay. Yeah, this pawn is on C3. I like it. It is doing the job. So I have this square. My opponent does not have the alternative square on the D file. I got D5. They do not have D4 because I got a pawn here. If this pawn were here, I wouldn't have it. Now this is going to get complicated because this might be fine because black will be on this pawn a couple times. I got to hop away. Then I'm going to be on a pawn a couple times. It was possible to also wait and then save A5 for another day, but I didn't quite see exactly what else I should be playing for. So I would expect here. I will go here. Opponent could save this pawn, which would allow me time to potentially save my pawn. All right, this does happen. I could get 2 pieces for a rook and a pawn if I had done this. Doesn't seem to make too much sense to me. So this does happen. Now, I can save this pawn or can't I? Sure thought I could. All right, I gotta test my tactical ability. I will go here. How's it going, Emricon? Aha, he does take care. I thought maybe there was some other interesting ideas. Did I not save my pawn? Very sad. He's going to take my pawn. All right. This is sad. I'm losing a pawn. Here's what must be done. We need the light squared bishop. This is a light square. Now we just need a little bit of time to reorganize. And maybe we can make things happen. Okay, you can trade one time, whatever. Let's go here. The pawn, it's gone. That's fine. You're going to check me. I understand. I think it's incredibly fair. It was a well-played maneuver. Ooh, this one I didn't quite see. That was a nice find. I'll have to go here. All right, it's getting a little dicey. But my play, I need to just kind of undo where some of these things are. Okay. All right, let's not let another knight in. Let's go right back. I got some squares. I kind of want to take you, but then I'm also kind of checkmated. Not really, but only kind of. If I go here, you'll have to back up. Probably nothing happens. All right. How do we do this? Some marching over here. Let's go here. I'm hoping things get a little bit complicated. There's going to be like some... This is a complicated line where I can then go back. You can take here, but then I can take here. And we're all confused. But then he's on this thing. That's not going to work out at all. So instead, I will have to do something else. I'm going to try here. So that if you take me, I take here. If... Okay, I take back. Now I'm not checkmated. That's good to know. Because I can take this. See, that's all it took. It looked a little dicey there for a minute. But I did have a better understanding of backwards bishop moves. When in doubt, when you're kind of getting squeezed by somebody lower rated than you, the secret, backward bishop moves. That's how you get it done. When times get tough, look for those retreats. Keep some backwards tricks in the book. Frog in Space was squeezing me. He had it all going on for a while. Things were really going his way. Thank you, Frogs in Space. It was a very good game. It was a very good game. You played incredibly well. First of all, I just refused to play Theory here because I thought we were going to get that. You played so well the first time we played the real variation. He decides to switch it up. And all of this is, I assume, is fine. This is where I think I started to get a little ambitious for maybe not
Bishops have
too
been
much
up
reason.
since they were allowed to move backwards.
That's right. Thank you, old Walter. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Right here, A5 is actually the computer move. And then, but I am losing the pawn. I should go in right away. Go for this. Now, if you played similar to the game with this guy, then I'm on this pawn. So if you go here first, a la game, then there's this pin. So I did have it all going on. I didn't quite figure it out. Instead, we saw here kind of not the thing. I saw some sacrifices on C4. Why? I see, but why? You're up 1 point of material, but I do have everything defended, and somehow this is good for me. I also have this square. That's pretty cool. Okay, but instead we did it this way, and then we got squeezed forever and ever. It was always good. I don't want to see what the computer says. I know what it says. It's bad. I know it's bad. But in the end, one backward bishop move was all it took. Wait! You resigned here? Oh no! Oh no! You resigned here. Oh no! Oh no! You're winning! Oh no! Oh wait, so I'm not clever at all. Well, I guess I should still take it. Oh no. Oh, poor Frog in Space. Tesla, strange. I feel like we're running into a issue where everybody is going to be challenging me with increment now. This is, you accept one increment, they all increment you. I'm playing black for the first time today. If there's a night, there's hope. So true. After this, we'll go back and we'll do the gambit again. There is a gambit we have been playing against the ALAPIN, or against the Sicilian. It's a weapon for E4 players that play against the Sicilian. All right, I have not yet looked at this game. I'm now fully focused. You have my full attention. Tesla Strange. This is, I guess strange is a good adjective for a Tesla fan. Not like in a bad way. I think, you know, maybe fans of Tesla share some traits with Elon Musk, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Thoughts on the Banco? Too sound for my liking. I mean, it seems pretty playable until you play Jeffrey Zhang. That dude said, nah, you can never play that. And then I watched him crush 2400 after 2400 with it once. True story. So if you're playing Jeffrey Zhang, do not play the Banco Gambit. If you're playing randos on the internet, it's great. I'll mostly be looking at chat during this game because I'm not playing my new Gambit, so I'm sad. All right, I've played just some random opening. At some point, it's going to be based around the center here. He wants to maybe play E4. I maybe want to play E4. I'm not quite there yet. He could, but he doesn't. He can play E4, but it'll... Pros and cons, I guess. Maybe we can get... This would be the reverse structure of the previous game, where I'm like, yes, I got a square. You had to get a coach to learn to play a proper openings because all you know are the gambits because of me and Rosen. So I got the perfect compromise. I got the perfect Nixia. This is meant for you. This whole system, it's meant for you. It's like an actually seriously playable opening, but also you have the opportunity to go wild with as many gambits that are actually possibly sound. The delayed ALAPIN Sicilian as white is what you want if you want a best of both worlds. Gambits that nobody has ever heard of, but also based and not bad. I'm not going to promise they're the best in the world objectively, but like not bad. What more can you ask for? Sound gambits. Yeah, and one of them I actually already have on YouTube. I think I called it like I invented an opening that's actually... Or I invented a gambit that's actually good. And that was all the comments. They're like, ugh, yuck. A good gambit? What? How could you, man? People were upset. But playing stuff that's incredibly tricky and also doesn't really exist because you make it up, I mean, that's the way. Get really good at stuff that is not bad. Yeah, delayed ALAPIN Sicilian as white. I'll explain. I can show you all the different ways that you can actually get some positions that the computer will say is like minus 0.1 or like dead equal, but have a lot of danger and venom. It's the way to go. The only problem is half the fan base is here for like the, you know, give me like the -6 gambits, please. And they go, oh man, not an actually good opening. All right, let's just keep pushing. We've created some dark squared weaknesses on this side of the board. It's a good move. I maybe didn't see that one coming. I guess I got to go here, not where I want it to be. Another opponent might win another pawn against me. Doesn't. Okay. We got some stuff going on. Opponent sees it all. And now it's just a good moment for, like, a good move here would really, really take the cake. That's fine. right, this isn't quite what I want. Because maybe you have here, but then I'm just going to go back. This is a test. No, you want there? Okay. That is fine with me. Watch this one. Hit you with this, and then I'm sneaking in. My idea is here. And if ever here, I'm going here. And I don't believe you're going to be able to harass me enough, but this is not the way to get it done. Yeah, the best gambit nobody knows about. No, wait, that was something different. I don't think it's my most recent one. I can show what it was. Thank you, Tesla Strange. This game was also very interesting and going very well for you, but then it didn't quite happen. Let me find this video so I can show those that are interested. Yeah, it's got this bottle. It was this one a while ago. I invented a gambit that's actually good. And it's in this variation. So let me give you the lowdown. Here's the ALAPIN in a nutshell. You want here's the rundown, Nixia. This opening, this is for you. This is the best mix of something aggressive gambits, but not bad. Here it is. Whatever they play, whatever, you're going to play C3. That's the plan. So one of the gambits was against E6. And if C3, there's a bunch of different things. There was good things, bad things. And it started because there was the Beaver Gambit, which I've been trying to get going for a while, but it's not catching on. This I would say is mildly risky objectively. Against a well-trained opponent, this one I would say is not, it's obviously for a lot of people, maybe not 100% for you if they know what they're doing. There's like this trap that people are falling for. But if we're talking about really good gambits people are not getting ready for, something like this, I don't know, it's like -1, a little bit shaky, but very interesting and dangerous. So instead, against this same thing, I came up with this idea. You play D4, and after takes, instead of taking back, which everybody does multiple different ways, bishop to D2. And this was like 0 games when we started. It's been popular enough to get 46 games in the database. And the idea here was that you can get a position like this. This is just the cut and dry version, where your next plan is to go here, or setting up some like Greek gifty kind of things. You want to like just get castled or maybe play with some H4. Another important detail though is in a line like this, which just seems like a normal move. What black wants to do is play something like this. So I don't know, I could probably find some of my games or something, but I've been playing here. Your queen can come this way. Also, if here the queen can go to D4, you can make some batteries and do whatever. So like, for example, stuff like this happens. And then this has been played by me. I've had this 3 times. You go like this and you start to get a massive attack, and you can kind of see how this could be a little bit dangerous. If like H5, there's G4, you're going to get some like massive attacks. And also this one, against the E6 variation, I would say is actually pretty decent. I don't know what the computer evaluation is, but it's like fine. The computer doesn't know the evaluation either, but don't worry, it's fine. It can take its time. Stockfish is like, no, wait, does this say that this position is fine? I don't think so. Let me calculate a little bit harder. But I think this is a pawn sack that's actually interesting. Also, we've been looking at lines just today against when they play the D6 Sicilian. What would you do if one of your gambits was used in the candidates? I would lose my mind. I would go nuts. I would hit start stream and I would just be pogging out for 6 hours straight. Against the D6 Sicilian, you can play here the same thing. And now there's a bunch of gambits that you can play in here that are also fine. I've been playing bishop to E2. This is the normal move. Today alone, I believe I've trapped at least 3 people. 3 people. And you play here. Now, if you're below a certain level, if you're below just like 1600, so here it is with all the games on Lichess. If you go to a certain level, this is all you need to know. Beat the Sicilian in 5 moves the easy way. If this is all, everybody that's 1600 and under on Lichess, everybody falls for it. And we've seen even today, even though I keep saying it all day, that that's the only trap you need to know, people keep falling for it. But it's not just about setting a 1-move trap. Like, this is actually just the normal way of playing this. Then Yeah, if you're 1600, this is it. This is the end of the video. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm glad you guys came in. That's all you need to know. For everybody else, here's another fun line that I think is also a gambit that is fun. You can play d4 here. And again, like every move is a trap. We are going for the Bosman-Palatnik double pawn gambit, where now if they take, we play here. And the problem now for black is that wherever you go, it's the same trick. So this is the same trick like 5 times. Maybe you've seen it once. Maybe it's not hard to see the next time, but you set like 5 little mini traps in a row. You never know. Every stop along the way, people are falling for it. One way black can avoid this is by taking. And now you can grab here. And this is possible for black. Like this is now an opening. This is the Bosman-Palatnik gambit. But now we play d5. And the reason this works for black is that when this pawn moved, this diagonal opened up. So they can hit you with some queen a5. That's all right. We're not done. We sack another pawn. And here, takes. Again, black better be a little bit careful. You take here. We go here. Defending the rook, attacking queen, knight still attacked. You're going to lose some material. So black at every turn needs to be a little bit cautious. If here, we just, we can castle. Castling is one move. I actually like this one. Here's the most fun line. Takes, check, bishop d2, takes, here. And again, this is 3 pawns. We were actually looking at this a little bit earlier today. 3 pawns, no problem. I don't know what happened to Stockfish. Stockfish doesn't want to work all of a sudden. It refuses, but this is like at least +1. Stockfish's number 1 choice is rook to c1. I also like rook to b1 with the idea of going here. No Stockfish today. We'll have to put Stockfish in post. Don't worry about it. Now, the other thing, this is actually kind of annoying that I can't use Stockfish. I'm trying to show you, these are the secrets Stockfish doesn't want you to know about. The thing that we were also studying today was in this position. I've had this weird thing where really strong players are playing bishop to g4. And so this is the position that we've been getting today, where I'm playing here. And it's weird. Like bishop g4, not a very popular move at like the sub 2000 level. But then for whatever reason, if you go to my games, okay, outside of games that I played today, so anything that says 2205, that was today. Outside of that, it was like 25s, 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 25s. I thought we had some like 2600. You know, there was like an IM has played this against me a couple different times. For some reason, good people keep playing this move, which is not particularly good. But this is what we were looking at today. And my idea is another new gambit. And we'll see if Stockfish will allow you to know its evaluation. After castles, e6. Again, don't mess up. But the alternatives that people actually play are like just messing up. Everyone messes this up like every move. You can see there's 300 people that have fallen for this. Alternatively, some people are going here. And then after d4, they're falling for it, but like a different way. Now, if this knight moves, we got our check. That looks like that's what happens. That's what happens most of the time. Alternatively, there's like more ways that people lose. Sometimes they take here first, and then they take here. Most popular move. How did you survive this trap this many times and then run into it again? Some people never learn. It's always possible. It's there every move. Sometime it'll work. But if they know what's up, if your opponents really refuse to fall for the trap, they play e6 here. And now, what we've been toying with is not the main moves. H3, rook e1. This is still like a master's thing. There's still good people here. We won't mention everybody who's had this with the black pieces, but a lot of good, strong players have had this. This is still a good opening. But what about d4? I was experimenting with this morning. There are 2 games in the database. Neither one is particularly useful. Minus 0.1. So here you go, Nixia. You wanted Gambit that's actually good, nobody's studied, nobody knows about it? Here you go. And what most people, at least on Lee Chess, a lot of these games are me now. Most people on Lee Chess are playing here, which is not quite as good. After takes, now they are taking here. And in this exact position, d5 is probably the best move. We were showing a lot of the cool tricks that occur with this line, but they're insane. It's like impossible, computer-only nonsense. If here they go back, we've already been able to use a couple tricks today, including an awesome, amazing queen sacrifice, including sacrificing some knights. I am saying here, however, to make this trick look more impressive, let me show you what happens if we toss this in first. They should take here. Let's say they don't. Let's say you go here. Let's say black takes this. Chat, if you know, you know. Shh, shh. If you know, if you were here, if you've seen it, say nothing. If you don't know, guess. What is the best move for white here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Double check, double check. Take knight. Nixia, you were right. Boom. Boom. Take their knight and start running around the block like you don't know nobody in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And now the point is you take back. Boom. That's checkmate. And the reason I've decided to put h3 in this example, I actually think that this is the better way to play.
Wow.
But now they're not going to fall for this.
Stream.
Thank you, Kay the Joker, for the prime. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. The reason they're not going to fall for it here is because they maybe see this trick again. So that h3 was just to get them to not fall for that trick, to set up the next trick. But this is probably like the way to go. Then earlier today, somebody played this. This is a bad move. You take that. Then in that game, this is what happened. This got recaptured. I took here, and this is fine. My opponent went here. The computer line is here, here, and then black's like dead. You can take this back, but you're going to get a monster initiative. Black is still a pawn up. White is castled. White is ready to go. White has who knows how many countless threats coming into the position, plus move your queen again. Plus, this is too good. Instead, there is an alternative. Instead of taking this way, my opponent also could have gone here, in which case I could have shown off by just going here and going, ha ha ha, you're still pinned. Like if you go here, I can just be like, ha ha ha, you're still pinned. And then like it's something like this where we can remove this guy pretty easily and not allow black to castle. But maybe better or the same strength is here, where it takes here, runs into this one. Here. You move queen somewhere, we move queen somewhere. We're on this. This guy's too strong. You can't castle. We're up a pawn somehow. Incredible. That's too good for white. This doesn't work because we're not going to trade. We're going to go back to c3, defend this way, and if you block again, we're going to hit you with one of these. You're not going to be happy. So that's things that have been happening. The alternative, let's run this back one last time. Here, castles, e6, d4. The main move and like the computer move is knight takes e4. And now I was proposing a brand new move. This must be my game because this is brand new today. Rook to e1. It's not me. Somebody else has done this. I apologize to the theoretician ATI for having invented this before me. But now there's an interesting thing where black can go here or play d5. d5 is what the computer wants. We were playing this line where I sacrifice a rook and it makes no sense. If you go here, we're going to get something very similar, where again, you better believe if you do this, we're not winning the bishop, we're smashing the knight. You better believe that's what's going to happen. Double checkmate. And again, if here you can smash, here it is a little bit different. If here you actually want to play knight to c4, we were looking at some of these lines. It's not quite the same. Check this out. So the other line was like +3. You need to play knight to c4 here. Yeah, I expect a lawsuit incoming. You can talk to my lawyers. I got some of the best chess opening lawyers in the business. So you need to go here, and then the tactics don't stop here either. It's like if here we take here, so now your king is kind of stuck paralyzed to this guy. And then if here, which I think is like funny maybe would happen, you can take here, with the idea that takes you can play here. The hits just keep coming. And if they go back, you can go here. There's all sorts of like crazy things. It's just tactics and traps on top of traps. But the problem, and then I'm going to let you see the computer just so you, because it's not going to be possible. If here, and we don't play here, we play the same way as the other line, it's incredible. The computer laughs. In the other line, these 2 pawns were gone, which meant the C file was open plus knight to C3, which in some line, this king can now just like run away. You go like this, the king just runs away. And now the problem is, if these guys are gone, you have some sort of mating attack with knight here, bishop comes back. Somehow you can mate the king, but with these pawns on the board, you can't. That being said, 0 human beings would do this, so it's kind of irrelevant. But if you do get this position somehow, and you somehow remember, if they take here, you go here, and you win. But chances are, in real life, this is just so easy to play as white. I don't know if there's any alternatives. There was, yeah. Okay, last thing here. Last thing. If instead, after, not in this line, in the line where we play d4, and they take right away, rook to e1 allows d5, which the computer doesn't like at first. The computer's like, yeah, this is good for black. I can prove it. Now, just kidding. This is equal. Just kidding. D5 equal. What you can do here is queen b3. And what I've actually kind of done is you need to reverse things. You want to play knight e5 and attack this bishop. Please. You want to play knight e5, attacking this bishop. The problem is then they just trade. So what you want to do is you want to move this bishop out of the way so that you can go here. But then your queen is hanging. So then you can do this. Can I make a training video? I can just make a YouTube video right now. That's what we're doing. And maybe I can make a study. We'll see. So I want to play queen b3, get this bishop out of the way, then hit you with one of these. And we had a game. Please share this is my game against Falcon Beard. This happened today. Check this out. Queen b3. Check. And now here, I spoiled it. I played rook takes e4, and you'll never believe it. But this position is like equal rook takes e4, not on the list. Not on the list. What black should do here is take this knight. The problem is, if you take this knight, I was just going to head back. And now, in this position, I think you should go here, is what the computer says. Why does computer say this is so good now? You have this move, which maybe I didn't see during the game. I saw if here that I would be taking this way, and I'd be attacking this guy. So I think I recommended that the bishop win here. Maybe I totally lied. Maybe I tricked him. But watch what happens. After this capture, knight here, 3 points different. Not so bad. For being down 3 units, minus 0.3, incredible. He went back. I hit him with g4. He played here a big mistake. So he should like go here, and then I should in some manner bring my knight here. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't even know why this is so good for me. 3 units and it's like equal. I don't even know why it's so good, but it's just I got an initiative and it's so fun. But there's this, we've been analyzing line after line where the computer knows nothing. But what really happened was he went here, which was unfortunate. This was poor Falcon Beard's undoing. It's good, trust me, bro. That's the proper analysis here. So the problem with this move, as I'm assuming he expected something else to take here, I took this way. Now I'm on the queen and I'm on the bishop. So now I was able to win. And now, though, it's also interesting. Now materials equal. If it was good before, but now materials equal, you better believe this is very good for me. And then I was able to convert this. Some of these moves were even good. You'll never believe it. Some of these moves were even good. And this was the second time today a backward bishop won me a game. Only this time it's actually the best move. So that's it. That's the Gambit. I hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe this will make it on YouTube. If it does, please like and subscribe. Bye! Huh? YouTube video? Just for Nixia? So that's it. Anybody dare play this against me? This is you. You guys are black. Challenge me. Is the stream over? No. The YouTube video is over. But check it out. There's so many lines that are like insane, and Stockfish doesn't make any sense, and like so much fun that can be had there. But hopefully that fits your description of something like good, but also a gambit that's fun. It's like, it's right there. It's in the mix. Your new coach can't get too mad. Not too mad. Hey, it's Max D. Kaplan. Max, do you know what we're doing here? Has Max been hanging around? I haven't seen him in the chat, but maybe he's lurking. Maybe Max has been lurking. Sorry, remind me. C5. Play the D6 Sicilian, then you will go here. Then you'll pin me, then you'll go here. Those are your moves in order. So I will play here. D6. I'll go slow so you can keep up. There's a stream delay. Knight F6. Bishop G4. And then E6. No, wrong. You have things disabled. How dare you? You got Takeback proposal disabled. Now we're playing chess from this position. Hot off the mega lecture here. Oh, we did this earlier today. I already won a game with this. How many knights can we win? We can't win Max's. He's too strong. That's a bummer. Max's bishops just taste different. I go here. And I guess I go here. Wait, I've blundered. Oh, well. He could have taken this pawn. I don't know why not. I go here. All right, and now we have a random position. He's trying to play B5. That's fine. I go here. Hot off the lecture. Max just didn't have it in him to play what we needed to play. All right, I don't think you're threatening anything yet. Siddhartha maybe is a gamer ready and willing to go into the line that we just studied. I haven't tested this line against Stockfish on this website. That's another thing to try. So here's a serious problem. How would you chess professionals fix this problem? I play openings that do not exist and have zero theory attached to them. The problem with this, if you can call it a problem, is that there's no way to study them. I can't watch Magnus Carlsen and see how he handled it and then just play like Magnus Carlsen every single time I get that position. So what I do is I often just play Stockfish. That's been my solution. It's been working for a while. Maybe here? Maybe still here? No. Yes. Yes? No? Yes? Yes, no? Yes, no? Ugh! Hit him with it. I'm new. What's the Gambit? Literally just made an entire YouTube video for you. You didn't show up. Right before this game, we just made a 20-minute... I expect to say this every 20 minutes, but that's fine. I can show the same tricks, and then people will be like, wow, that's so cool. I was trying to play this against Max Kaplan. He messed up the move order. But just for Jeff, we'll run back the tape, and we'll do it next. We need a name, though. This needs a name. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show the Gambit one more time, and we're all going to come up with a name. So far, we've been focused on how to play it. I'm reconnecting. That's a bad sign. What we need to focus on now is coming up with a name. I also need to focus on not getting back rank checkmated. I just need a bunch of blind testers. So the other thing I can do is I can play against viewers. That's what I'm attempting to do right now. When I want to test something out, I can either play Stockfish or I can play viewers. Other than that, do we have a badger? I guess we have a beaver. It is similar in that it comes from the same family of openings as the beaver gambit. What the heck? I don't understand. I go here. I would hate to get back rank checkmated. Just honest assessment of the position. But I do think I can go here. And I would like to go here and here. I just want to get something stable like this. Must avoid back rank checkmate. All right, I'll put this one in first. And then I'm just going to not get back rank checkmated. The Ferret Gambit. I can take that. No, I can't. I go here. If I can go here, I can win this guy. This looks very good for me. Up 2 pawns, but look at that dude. That dude's going to make it one day. Can you do what you did? Double checking, double checking. I go here. I cannot take this yet, but if I go here first, there's going to be some tactic for sure. I guess I'm just going to take here because that is super strong. I go here. The Capybara counter gambit. The axolotl attack. My son, his favorite animal, axolotl. He has a stuffed... It's not a stuffed animal. It's like a... what's that texture? It's a... Trying to remove the defender. It's a plastic axolotl. It's his favorite lovey. Like, for his lovey, that's like what he's got. Its name is Francois. So every night he goes to bed with Francois, the axolotl. Excuse me, what? The heck is happening here? I'm going to have a few more queens than you in any minute. All right. I got to tell you, Max, I got a lot of queens here. All right. So Max forgot how to play it. That's not a problem. New people are showing up all the time. Thank you for the game, Max. What we are studying today. So think about this as black. If you intend on playing me next, memorize this from the black side. All right. So you will play the Sicilian, the D6 Sicilian. I will play C3, the delayed ALAPIN. This is the best. We've gone over all sorts of gambits and all sorts of variations that are possible and playable from this line. You will play Knight F6, the main move. I will play here. You will not be another victim of this common trap. You will not do this. You're too strong. None of you will fall for this. Please survive trap number 1. Then you will play what only like IMs and strong people have been playing against me. We are studying a new gambit in the Bishop G4 line. Not a particularly good move for black, but IMs keep playing it against me. How bad could it be? E6. Don't fall for any other traps. Play E6. I will play D4. This is the gambit. This does not have a name. This needs a name. And we've gone over trap after trap. If you weren't here, great. Please play me in a game of chess so I can use all of the traps against you and exploit you for YouTube content. The Falcon Beard counter gambit. It's not a counter gambit, though. What he played wasn't a counter gambit. If he played a counter gambit, that would make a ton of sense. Good to have you, Pink. Dun, 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 dun. So challenge me from here if you dare. And give me as many names as you can think of. Nixia. All right, Nixia just got a personal lesson on this opening, but only for how to do it as white. Imagine showing up, you get a full lesson, and then you also get to get crushed by the thing I just taught. All right, so here we go. Castles. Now, E6 would be normal. E6 avoids all of the traps. The Alpaca Gambit. We do need some kind of name. D4. All right, now here we go. And we'll see what Nixia has come up with. This is most popular, but this is arguably a lot better. It's up to you. Takes, takes. Now, you should probably take this, otherwise it's not even a gambit, and why'd you give me the center? But if takes, D5 is the strong move. Ooh, because it's in the ALAPIN, so we call it the Alpaca Gambit. The Boulder Crush Gambit. Hello, Joe. Smash Attack. This is a gambit, but you did not take. You don't accept the gambit, I get center for free. I go... It's an interesting move. Okay, I go here. What we're actually going to get a now much more closed position. Ah, okay. I actually was hoping to get some action going over here. You've seen that coming. Let's calculate. You took my knight, I take your knight. You take my bishop, I take your bishop. You take my queen, I take your queen. Check! I take your bishop. Why does this not work? I take here. And now I take this. Now I'm up a piece. Look at that. That's how you do it in the big city. Now I'm up a piece. I could give it right back. I could easily give it right back. Or I could play safe, aka normal. Fine. I don't want it. Hey, take it back, man. Take it back. I feel bad. I took your piece. I feel so rotten about it. Why don't you have it back? Don't worry, it'll only hurt a little. I will go here, please. Also there. But we're playing to win the game now. I guess I should go win this rook. With or without trading queens? Unclear to me. I'm going to go win your rook. Don't worry. All we're doing here is winning a rook. Don't worry. I had this. Didn't happen. Fair enough trade for me. All right. I will save my knight. Knight is coming back. We're up a lot of stuff. All the complications have been resolved. And I'm up some stuff. You are trading? Seems weird. Obviously, I can just trade the rook if I wanted to. I will go here. I still have ideas of going to this square before trading. Rooks are doing whatever. Just want to have all my pieces connected, though. Fair enough. Very fair. I guess I go here. Could save this pawn. You know what? I'll go here. I'll go here. Protecting this pawn. You're in a pin. I attack pin piece. The Avalanche Gambit. I mean, obviously, Avalanche Gambit is like pawns are rolling at you. If this was one of those just pawns start rolling at you and never stop gambits, Avalanche Gambit makes a ton of sense. That's not exactly what happens in this one, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer. All right, just keep this guy safe and protected. Boom. What else do we have? A million alpacas at Gambit? Just... Alpaca, you didn't like that? What if we call it a million alpacas? The alpaca attack? Alpaca attacker? Okay, so Nixia did not dare accept the Gambit. If you don't accept the Gambit, then I get the center for free. So this is... I mean, this is good. The computer will say 0.8 at least. Maybe 1? 1. 0.8. 0.8? If you give me the center, this is always good for white. It doesn't mean this is like necessarily lost or anything. We still got to play a game of chess. But if you give me the center, then I will. So if you come here, you have to accept. You just have to. Not only is it true sportsmanship to accept gambits, but also otherwise you gave up too much. You gave me the center, so you actually got to accept it. But okay. Anyways, this was interesting. Then here there was a miscalculation. You thought I would take back, and then you would like move away or something. But I gotcha. The million alpaca gambit. Is this real? Okay, wait a minute. Do we want to call this? Let's take a poll. Hang in there. Hang tight. Let's review this. Excuse me. I would like a new poll. Should this name, let's put the gambit on the board so people can see exactly what we're talking about. Should this name be final? Should this is the opening. Should this name be officially, you need a 70% majority to win. Should this officially be named the million million alpaca gambit? The million alpaca gambit? Yes. No. All right. This will be a 2-minute poll. Get your votes in. Yes or no. I actually used the Twitch poll. What am I doing? I never used the actual Twitch poll. If you think it should be the alpaca pirate gambit, I guess you could vote no. It looks too sound. Oh my God. Work needs to stop. I need like one day. 60 million alpaca. No. Everybody hates it. Everybody hates it. The million alpaca gambit did not pass the Senate. Sorry, it just did not pass. It has been overruled. This will not get a 70% majority. Let me ask you another thing. Let me just asking for a friend. Let's end that poll. Sorry, it didn't work. Should we name this the 60 million alpaca gambit? If this doesn't pass, we will try the alpaca pirate gambit. 60 million alpaca gambit. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, we opened this live on stream today. Chessable, they sent not only a hoodie, they sent this really nice shirt that I'm going to put on. And the hoodie fits incredible. And when I go down to 8 Mile and I spit my bars, this is going to be off the hook. The vampire alpaca. I mean, everything has alpaca in it, but I got to tell you what, 60 million alpaca gambit did not pass the Senate. Sorry, it did not pass. Everybody hates it. End the poll. That will never get a 70% majority. Let me ask you one more thing. Let's do a new poll. Alpaca pirate gambit. Start the poll. 70% majority to make it official. Alpaca pirate gambit. Vampire. 60 million vampire pirates gambit. That's a mouthful. You think people at the local chess club are going to be like, hey guys, do you guys know the 60 million vampire chicken alpaca Johnny Depp gambit? The Nigerian goat alpaca greedy knight variation of the Jack Black gambit. It's convoluted. That doesn't mean it's like bad. Do you guys know the alpaca pirate gambit? I guess people won't know because that's not the name. We can't do it. We can't do it. Does anyone have another serious suggestion? Vampire ninja pirate alpaca gambit? It's just... Ugh. Sorry, it doesn't have a name. We didn't get enough votes. We couldn't even get this 50% of people to agree. Alpaca deck. Alpaca attacker. I don't know. Let's play another game. I grab those pawns. Oh, good. I need somebody willing to grab a pawn or two extra, you know? I'm looking for somebody willing to take a pawn or two that maybe shouldn't be captured. C3. Bishop E2. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. All right, here it comes. The 60 million alpaca gambit. I don't think that's the name. But I have played D4, a rare move. And now there's a couple options here. I guess I'll play the best move, though. We were exploring Rook E1 earlier in this very same position. Rook E1 also very interesting. I'm going to play D5. I've now opened up this diagonal. And then we're going to have to do something tricky. If black plays what I think he's going to play, we're going to have to try for the most epic trap of all time. We're going to have to play bad in order to get it, though. The problem is if knight f6, rook e1, best move. But then black will not take this because we'll go here. At least that's what he thinks will happen, winning this bishop. So instead, the opponent has gone there. Makes some sense. But now here. The gigs foreign gun, you're making me like, what language am I swearing in? Gambit? It's a shame that I won't do the legendary queen sacrifice in this game. The 60 million alpaca. It's gonna stick with me. Now you guys have that dumb name in my head. I'm just always gonna be like, yes, the 60 million alpaca gambit. All right, I'm gonna double attack you. Get double attacked. I don't think Dragon Slave Gambit. That's insensitive to somebody, man. Probably dragons. All right, I'm going to just casually take this pawn and make 0 other threats. Just kidding. I'll take this guy. Thank you. I grabbed those pawns. Thank you. Another victim of the 60 million alpaca gambit. Another victim of the capybara gambit. Another victim of the alpaca attacker. Another victim of the dragon, let's just say dragon slayer. It's a little bit less insensitive. So this is all probably fine. Like, you probably have to give a pawn back at some point in order to survive this, but just move your knight and you're fine. Who else wants some? Who else wants to be the next victim? Line them up of the... Dude, it's not... We're not... Sand dude, I don't even know if that is TOS possible to say that. I'm not saying what you've said. Let's see if we can get the poison pony gambit. Let's see if we can play the Dragon Special Chess Operation Gambit. That one's a little bit tough to say. The piggy back attack. Let's play the 6 point... Oh, wait, that's not going to fly. We need a name for this gambit. D4, that's what I'm playing. I'm playing it. The Poisoned Alpaca. Yeah, dude, I'm not... I don't think you can say what you just said. I don't know why. Somebody is offended, though. Whatever you just said, someone's offended. I go here. I don't know if what you're saying is bad. I just know I'm not going to be saying it. It just sounds bad. It sounds bad. I take here. Oh, you saw that so fast. How did you so fast see it? This is probably good for me, right? Probably good for me. I'll go here. Possibly to take this guy. Yeah, I'll probably take that guy. All right. Did we ever vote on Alpaca Gambit? Tell me, is this the Alpaca Gambit? Or we might have a runoff election. This is, I'll tell you, you'll get two choices. View the poll. How do I make a poll? Vote breakdown. I just did it. I can probably do it again. Professional streamer. Alpaca Gambit or Alpaca Attack or Alpaca Attacka. There would be a runoff if we get 70% to say any one of these names should be the name of it. Although I'm telling you the truth, I got something stuck in my head. And it's 60 million alpacas. Why did you put 60? We said alpaca attack or something, and then someone's like, okay, that's not good. Why not the million alpaca attack? Somebody comes up next, says, okay, you don't like that? How about the 60 million alpaca attack? It's the thing. It just keeps growing. All right, time for a move. I go here. What a ridiculous move, but I do it. I play here. The 60 million alpaca attack. All right, let's check in. Voting is a little bit closer, but we're not getting a 70. We're not getting a 70% majority here. And so here's the thing too, because we're going to get whatever we name it, we get to go on other people's streams. Here's what's going to happen. This is what always happens. We invent a new gambit. Then people run over. Oh man, that's a great move. People go, hey, Eric Rosen, have you heard of the new gambit? Which one? Yeah, you know, the 60 million alpaca attack. That's what's going to happen. You'll be like, what the? And then you'll have like the chess vigilantes that are out there like, no, that's not a real opening. That's not a thing. You can't name something the 60 million alpaca attacker. And they'll be so mad. The gatekeeping elitists that are trying to prevent you from making up new openings, like they own the place, man, they're going to hate this one. They'll be like, you cannot name it that. I had here and takes. Didn't want to figure that out. I did see this because there's some stuff going on. I figured I'm safe enough, although, to be honest, a little bit worried here. All right, so this one, okay, so this passed, but not with a 70% majority that we were hoping for. This is a bad move. I've been waiting for an opportunity to do this. I saved it. I had these checks in mind. I saved it. We will not name it the Llama Gambit. I would never let the Llama Lord. I wouldn't do it to him. I don't think he would want it. I don't think the Llama Lord Caleb Demby himself, a.k.a. Bendy Cable, would want one of these things named after him. It's out of respect more than anything. It's mutually understood. This doesn't win an exchange, I do not believe, but I will still play it. I think you can go here, and I can't take, but I can just continue to bring in more pieces. The Alpaca Thunderdome Gambit. That is not copyrighted. That is in the free domain. But it's not up to me. It's up to everybody else. Alpaca Thunderdome Gambit. Yes, no. Yes, no. You need 70% of the votes, then it will go to the despot. Is that me? What's another name for king? The Thunderdome, is that New Orleans? Thunderdome. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? I thought this was literally a place where people played football. Is this not the name of the New Orleans Saints Thunderdome. Am I dumb? That's a Superdome. Is there not a Thunderdome? What is a Thunderdome? What is a Thunderdome? Thunderdome. A Thunderdome is an area for steel cage fights to the death. As in the famous 1985 Australian post-apocalyptic film Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Thunderdome may also refer to other things. It is a nickname for the center in Oklahoma City. Oh, it's a nickname for the Metrodome. That's why I've heard it a million times. Maybe because I'm the biggest Vikings fan in the world. It happens to be the name of the stadium that I like. All right, this is a no. This did not pass. This is me asking one more time. And I'm saying that I am trying to influence the vote, but I will respect it. I think 60 million alpaca gambit is what is currently stuck in my head. If nobody else agrees, I will come off it. But this is me trying to influence you to say yes. I am voting yes. The 60 million alpaca gambit, mostly because I am imagining you're gonna take this. You're gonna go, oh, Hikaru, do you know the 60 million alpaca gambit? Oh, hey, Eric Hansen, do you know the 60 million alpaca gambit? And they're gonna be like, what? No, that's not a thing. And that's gonna be hilarious. Hey, Eric Rosen. Hey, Levy, do you know the 60 million alpaca gambit? And he's going to make a clip of it, and you'll be like, dude, that's not a gambit. Stop making things up. I'm keeping it open for a full 2 minutes here, but we might have a winner. I mean, you're going to do it, right? You're going to go online. You're going to go be like, hey, do you know the 60 million alpaca gambit? And then they're going to Google 60 million alpaca gambit. And this is what they're going to find. What are they actually going to find? 60 million alpaca gambit. When they go to do their due diligence, they're going to discover not many matches came back for your search. That's what they're going to find. I could enable the Google fallback mixing. This is DuckDuckGo. They're like, we don't know. Why don't you ask Google? I've never seen this. It's so rare. DuckDuckGo is like, dude, I'm not going to hit this on screen. You better ask Google. You click the button. They're like, yeah. Why don't you go to Google? They got the better search engine, man. We literally couldn't find anything. Check with Google. What does Google say? See Johnny Depp react. Oh, this is a Johnny Depp. I didn't even get the reference, but I still like it. He was only offered 1 million alpacas. Maybe they should have offered him 60 million. Maybe then things would have been different. All right, it went 71%. It's official. It is official. That's all we needed was a 70% majority. We got 71% of people to agree in a Twitch poll that this is the 60 million alpaca gambit. We did it. We finally got a result. Johnny said he wouldn't do Jack Black for $300 million and a million alpacas. 60 million alpacas?
60 million.
Fine var. Holy cow. 1,000 bits. Thank you. But not a single alpaca. Every vote counted. Let's play it again. Who wants to be the first person to play me? I will not be playing a casual challenge. Who wants to be the first person to play me with the soon-to-be irresistibly famous 60 million alpaca gambit? We have a name now. All we need now is a victim. Who dares play this against me? You will be black. Here is how you will get there. I will play e4. You will play the d6 Sicilian. You will play knight f6, bishop g4, and then e6. That's when I hit you with d4. Who wants some? I'm going to go for the first game I saw that does not have a 2-second increment. I'm getting sick of these 2-second increments, even though it hasn't really been an issue today. And I'm playing Ying Junjung. Let's have a good game. This is the first officially recognized 60 million alpaca gambit since the Senate. That's not the move. That's not the move. Okay. It's so sad. I can't. All I can do is set it up. All I can do is set up the game. After that, it's a little bit on the viewer to come through in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? Ah, my e-pawn. Dang. I forgot all about the e-pawn. That's all right. This is a new gambit. Dang. I thought we could have a new victim. You will play it again as a trustworthy viewer. Okay. I'll do whatever we got to do. Oh, I still hung the e-pawn. All right. I guess I better defend it. It was a known gambit. Shout out to ATI or whatever your name is, the one person that ever played it. You should have gone online, said, hey, this is the 60 million alpaca gambit. This is mine. Everyone would be like, wow, what a good one. Yeah, if you're saying known gambit, it was played one time. We did find one game, right? Although for the Beaver Gambit, this is true. So I played it and it was like, there was like 1 or 2 games in the Masters database or whatever. And there's like, you know, 1 or there was like, I don't know, probably, I don't know how many. There's only like 500 or 600 games now today. I can't imagine how few there were at the time. Well, this can't be good for you. Look at all my buttons. A grandmaster in the comments said, this is not new. I've been playing this for a decade. And I looked him up, and he had a game in the database. It was a draw. It was like some boring draw, but I'm like, it was a grandmaster had been playing the Beaver Gambit for a decade. A decade? And I verified the claim. The dude was a grandmaster. He did play it for a long period of time. It was insane to me. And then I just went on the internet and said, like, yeah, I invented this new gambit. It's called the Beaver Gambit. He's like, yeah. I've been doing this for a decade. The dude was not Danish Boros. It was somebody I had never heard of. But it was true. The shocking part was that it was true. See if I can do some sneaking. You shouldn't have any time to do this because I'm going in here. But it's like literally no matter what you do, somebody's done it. This is more about also winning this pawn. And now, wait, did I just miss? Oh no, I'm dumb. I missed my opportunity there. That's right. This will also probably work out, but just a little bit slower. So then the other thing is I can't tell if like the guy, like reading comments, you don't know. The guy, I've been doing this for a decade. Like, is he saying, oh, I've been doing this for a decade. What do? You can't possibly steal this from me. Or is he just like, hey, that's so cool. You found it. Like, you don't know reading a YouTube comment if they're like happy that you found it and are doing it, or if they're like upset. Like maybe the dude's really upset. Maybe he's like, dude, that's mine. I copyrighted that. Don't you dare go online and say you invented this. You did not. He could be angry. I don't know. Or he could just be like stating it matter of fact. And I do have a bad habit. I'm going to checkmate in 3. Just you watch. It's going to work. Of reading everything negatively that I read on YouTube. That's a personal issue, though. Let's keep taking stuff. If you don't put like a smiley face or like a heart I don't know, man. Maybe you're angry. I'm also noticing that with emails. You just have to put like exclams on things or everyone will think that you're mad. If you write an email, then it's just like, you know, I need to talk to you tomorrow. Like, people won't know if that's good or bad. What happened? Black resigned. Okay. Somehow I thought I stalemated. I'm a real jerk. I just said I want to talk to you tomorrow. I didn't say... I'm just saying I just want to talk to you. I'm a jerk mate in one? Do I... Okay. Oh. I didn't see it. Honestly, I probably would have promoted. Yeah, it's just got to be chock full of emojis. But then it's like, well, now we can't take you seriously. There's just way too many emojis. All right, who? I think, okay, well, obviously everybody wants to play. I'm going to play this person. I don't think I've played them yet. Or maybe ever. No, we have played once. I got a great record. Let's not blemish it. Let's go. Let's see. Maybe this will be another 60 million alpaca gambit. Let's see if we can get it. We are certainly lined up for it here. All right, here it is. D4. This is the new gambit. And what is with this move? Has everyone decided this is the way to do it? Why? Why did the Council of Elders assemble and decide that this is the way to play this? Did some computer come up with this? How did this all start? And why? Why are we doing it this way now? I go here. That's the top move? Okay. So it was me who played this the last time. That's why. Because we've already played the dude and maybe he already glanced at the computer and knows something. Have the defenders of against badly named brand new gambits assembled already to create their how to refute the 60 million alpaca gambit? The anti-alpaca G6. Okay, I go back. G4 is a very common idea in these openings. I don't even think it would be a meme. I feel like in a lot of these variations, that's what the computer is saying to do. So it's not that ridiculous. What about here? Let me hit you with this while I can. Oh, llamas. Don't you spam llamas? Alpacas only? Okay. Now, for one more good move. You ready for it? You ready for a good move here? How do you feel about that one? Watch this. You take here, I go here. You go here, I go here. You give check. I'm not bothered. I just defend. All right, well, now my thing's defended. That's on the plus side. You did this right away. I think maybe there was a better way of taking this guy first or something. Because now you lose a pawn. Also king on f8. Also another weak pawn. So I think I'm good now. I feel like I've gotten enough from the gambit to say that I'm now good. You searched alpaca? It already came up. Nobody could have a video up this fast unless you're like Levy Rosman or something. Who can get a video up that fast? A Gadmeter? It took him like 10 minutes after I played it. He posted a video on it. Who could possibly have made a YouTube video that fast? I know these people exist. I just didn't know they were watching. I guess I should not encourage people to go around harassing people. I just know That is what happens. People ask their favorite streamers, have you heard? So do it cautiously. Please do not ask anybody that really doesn't want to know. I do not know Ivanchuk's stance on new gambits. I wouldn't necessarily put him at the top of the list for people that probably enjoy that kind of nonsense that we do around here. I'm just saying, be cautious. I don't want people coming back and being like, stop sending your people out to harass all these other people. That's not what I'm trying to do. Just trying to have a little bit of fun. But I got so much work coming up, I might never be able to stream again. Getting slightly canceled? Maybe not that bad. Maybe not that bad. Not harassment, but spam the emotes. Sounds quite a lot like spam to me. Or it sounds like harassment to me. I'm definitely not saying go into other people's chats and spam emotes. That's 100% not what I said. Hydrate. You got it. I got attacked again. How many backwards retreating bishop moves can I make? I guess only this one. Wait, this is so bad. Oh, wait, you had here and then here. Wait, the time? Wait, I don't have any time. Plus, I'm losing. Plus... Okay. This is the most nervous I've been all stream. Actually, today has been smooth. I've been winning all the games. How dare you? I tried really hard. Apologies to my opponent. I tried really hard. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, I feel like a bad streamer. I took 5 to 10 seconds to concentrate and win a game of chess. So I feel bad about it. But I have to go.
If you're feeling trapped like a queen, no blunders, only sacrifice and see. Well, you may have the blues. Never be a chicken when you lose.